Las Vegas is a hot rod vintage show in Las Vegas.
You know, it's this weird event that happens.
The biggest, most renowned rockabilly convention in the world.
Well, from what I've heard, it's an amazing, huge Rockabilly Weekender in Las Vegas.
Well, Viva Las Vegas, they say it themselves. They say they're the biggest Rockabilly Weekender in the world. I don't know if that's so true anymore.
I think it's going on its 16th year this April.
And it's kind of something that's really still super underground. I mean, yeah, 25,000 people buy tickets, but at the same time, it's like, what is Viva? I don't even know. Oh, the Elvis Presley song?
It's when, like, I don't know, all the bigwigs of the rockabilly world come together and, yeah, like the planet explodes in Vegas because it's so much rockabilly awesomeness.
That is filled with music, which is my love, and dancing, and vintage, and repro companies, and car shows, and tiki pool parties, and vintage slideshows.
And it's pretty much a huge celebration of kind of old Las Vegas culture.
It's the world's biggest rockabilly convention, show, whatever you want to call it. And people from around the world attend and wear vintage clothes or pinup style clothes or rockabilly. And there's a division. I mean, like, it's a subdivision when you think about hip hop or you know, Motown or blues or jazz. There's subdivisions to everything, and that's what this culture is also like. There's subdivisions of people that all kind of encompass and come together.
I don't know if I would call them a Rockabilly Weekender anymore because it's grown into just kind of this cultural convention, you know? Anyone who's interested in anything remotely vintage 50s culture kind of is attracted to it now. Definitely you see the pinup influence, you know, so huge now.
It's actually really cool because it's expanded so much. I've been going since 2006, and I always felt like that's fairly recent. I mean, there's people that have been going like since day one.
It is like my Christmas. That is, you know, people look at Christmas or New Year's as the start of the new year. I base my year off of Viva. Like, that's how I can track ex-boyfriends, I can track hair colors, is I think about what Viva I was at. And, you know, like, oh yes, that was Viva 10. That's when that happened.
And it's kind of morphed over the years. Pinup Girl has been going there since 2010. And we've started to encourage our fans to go because it's a lot of fun.
As a girl, for me, it's like a fashion show. I get to be like a human Barbie for like 4 days and wear like ridiculous over-the-top dresses and clothes and nerd out with other girls and talk about our dresses. So it's kind of like Comic-Con for girls that like to wear fancy clothes.
It's really great. There's so many different aspects. You get to meet people from all over the world. The car show, which is probably the biggest highlight of the weekend, that happens on Saturday. We always have a big lounge. Last year we had lines that were like hours long coming to see our models and shop the clothes, which was fantastic, and we'll be doing that again this year.
So it's this amazing place, and you meet the most incredible people.
It's a great way to meet, you know, because people, we end up meeting a lot of our customers who shop in California because we have yard sales and other events. But it's rare that we get to meet our customers from all over the world. So Viva Las Vegas is a great way to do that because they can come in for a nice 4-day festival. They're having fun on top of, you know, coming to shop with us and meet our models.
And we get to cosplay in our vintage dresses and then nerd out together about them. So that's the easiest thing I can say to a guy when I try to explain to him what it's like, because they don't understand, like, why do you want to dress up fancy and hang out with a bunch of people?
A lot of people I know, they don't even go to the record hops anymore, you know, they go for the car show, they go for the pool party, they go for the, you know, the drinking and the clothes and the socializing. So it's really it's a big mix now.
What? Who is that? What do you mean who's Tempest Storm? I will fucking destroy you. She's one of the most amazing burlesque performers ever. She was in the Teaser-Rama reels with Betty Page. They did a whole little catfight act.
She had the most epic tits ever.
Oh my god, yeah.
Reel.
She was like a pencil with 2 golf balls. And real and amazing and wonderful, and, you know, also like Elvis, liked her. Let's just leave it at that. And she's amazing. She's burlesque, and I can't even think straight. Don't ask me questions.
She's like a Poison Ivy from the Cramps, or it's like a hottest dog burlesque performer.
created such genuine friendships there, even though it's just, 4 days you're staying there, that I've gone to Europe and stayed at people's houses for free. Like people I met literally for 4 days. But you feel that passion. You're like, oh, you were that dork who had like cat-eye glasses when you were 13. Like, I was that person too. And oh, we've danced all night. And oh, you love Jameson? I love Jameson. And then you go to another country and they're there and they have a couch and there's a Rockabilly Weekender going over there and you stay with them and you do that. And
we like it too as a company because, even though we have a lot of fun every single day, every single one of us busts our ass and, we work long hours and we do it because we love it. So for us, Viva Las Vegas is our party. That's what we do every year.
So that's the reason why I enjoy it the most, because I get to hang out with my friends and be pretty all day. When I spend 90% of my time without makeup on or my hair done, it kind of makes up for that time. And then there's the big car show, which is really fun, and I don't even know how many thousands of cars are there, but it's pretty nuts.
So it's really just, from what I can remember, it's a pretty great weekend. You usually, it's usually kind of like a non-stop kind of party, really, but all devoted to all elements and things rockabilly are within that, which now is really broadening its horizons to mean so many different things. So
it's really varied now. In the onset of Viva, and even I would say till maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, it was pretty strict. It was people who were really hardcore about the music, really hardcore about the dancing, but now it's really opened up. So it's people who are just basically interested, like I said, in the culture, in general.
But, when Viva started, it was mostly just vintage purists, people that lived and breathed the lifestyle, the music, the clothing, the everything. And it's really expanded for like anybody can go and have a good time and, drink and hang out.
People always ask, why don't you have a booth up in the vintage area? And the vintage area is wonderful. So anyone who's hearing this, go to Viva Las Vegas. But the vintage area is open for 4 full days, and we would have to staff somebody to be there, person or persons, for all 4 days. And that's not why we go to Viva. We go to Viva to party, drink, act like assholes, and that's what we do.
We always do a booth, and it's big and crazy and fun, and it's a lot of work, and we don't really make any profit doing it. We just have a lot of fun, and we create a fun experience for our customers, and I feel like we're always picking up a new customer when we go, so that's really cool.
And then on Saturday we work, but it's not really work because all of our fans and customers are there, and all of our models are there, and there's big boots of alcohol, and we all get really drunk. And that's what we do. And that's Viva, and everyone should go. It is amazing.
I have to say I look forward to the music the most. I love the record hops, I love dancing, I just love the music. There's just something I can't describe about it.
And I think this year we're going to also be putting on a burlesque show, and that's, you heard it here first. We're going to be doing a bunch of different things. We've had parties that happen the first night. We actually do quite a few things that are outside the Viva experience per se, but we found that our customers have asked for that. They're like little meetups and, like I said, opportunities to drink and act crazy.
So yeah, it's just kind of like a big fashion show with some music and booze and cars.
Each year I feel like it's getting more exciting, and there's always new people coming, and it's being exposed to a different demographic every year. So yeah, it's a great, fun event.
Just this amazing place where everyone gets together, and as long as you drink just enough, there's no fights. If you drink a little too much, there's too many fights. But it's just this wonderful, wonderful time. It's my happy place. That's what it is.
And someone put their hand up Micheline's skirt, and I don't think it was me at all. No, it wasn't me. Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah.